Hello, everyone. Lewis here with The Hit Life, where we bring you news, interviews, and more from all your favorite Southeast regional MMA promotions. Today, we're joined by Nicholas Narciso, who fights out of Titusville, Florida. Hello, Nick. Welcome to The Hit Life.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for having me on here.
Thank you for coming. So you're going into a rematch against Dillon Blaydon
Yes.
at the inaugural Imperial XL Promotions event, Fight for Freedom. It's taking place in 2 weeks on Saturday, January 14th at the Space Coast Convention Center in Cocoa, Florida. Before we get into the bout, tell us a little bit about how you got into combat sports originally.
Oh, man. Well, 7 years ago, I have a buddy of mine named Duke Webb Jerace Henry. And, first off, I played basketball with them, but little did I know they were into MMA and they actually did it. So I'm like, you know what? Why not?
Mhm.
Well, let's just say it was in June of 2017. I took my first fight and against Kale Calloway, who fights for Karate Combat professionally. Now, congrats to him, and I hope he's doing well out there. So hopefully he'll see this video. I'm sure he will, Lewis. I know you're out there. So, well, I got knocked out in 4 seconds. I took a front kick. Everybody was like, "You're rushing into this fight," blah blah blah. So I was like, "Oh yeah, whatever, whatever." All I remember was being in the back of the locker room.
Yeah,
Okay. After that, the rest has been history. Okay,
yeah,
I have sense. So that's my life is great when it comes to this sports. Like everybody, I get a lot of trash talk, but they can't beat me, Lewis. They can't beat me.
yeah. So you started out playing basketball, and so you had some friends that were into MMA that kind of drew you to it. Were you a fan as well?
To be honest with you, gosh, I started watching the UFC. Oh gosh, I was 12 years old, I think. Yeah, watching Matt Hughes,
Yeah,
Josh Koscheck, all of that. But I would have never thought, like 20 years later, that I would be in the sport, though. Like that's the
right.
crazy part about it.
Mhm.
You know,
What's your current gym?
my current gym, Unlimited Kickboxing in Merritt Island.
Okay, and you're training under Coach DeQuillo over there.
Yes, sir.
And how long have you been with them?
To be honest, I've been on and off. I started off with them actually 2017. Went there, and then I was with Fighting Edge for a little bit. Shout out to that gym as well. Robert Brothers and Willie Taylor, they are great.
Hmm.
And they helped my boxing skills a lot. Then I went back to Dave, and I've been there ever since.
Okay,
So, oh yes, it's my home
so
right
your fight style, you would probably just describe it as a stand-up kickboxer, boxer style.
there. No, I'm more on the ground.
Oh,
That's
okay.
that. Like I get told that I'm like Khabib. So
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah, I know that your first match against Dillon, you did win with a ground and pound in the first round.
yes,
So
sir.
that does show that you do have a grappling skill set.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
so how are you feeling ahead of this next bout,
I'm
this
gonna be honest,
rematch?
Lewis. This dude, he's a rat. This guy right here, we've had bad blood for like 3 or 4 years. It's personal. Like it's not no beef to get the fight going. No, this is personal. This dude's a rat, man, and I'm gonna beat him again. He says, "Oh well, if I would have knew that you were going to the ground, I would have been prepared." You know what? It's an MMA fight. You got to be prepared for all 3 rounds, 3 3-minute rounds. Okay.
Hmm.
A lot of people don't realize. Oh well, you could stand up too. Well, you know what? I'm gonna do whatever I got to do to win this match. So you know what? To make him feel better, I'm gonna stand up with him, and then I'm gonna beat him in the first round by knockout. You
All right,
know,
you got your prediction in already then.
first round, mark my words, 40 seconds. It's gonna be a knockout.
I understand that before the first bout, there was already some bad blood between one or the other dropping out of the fight. What can you tell me about that?
Well, let's see. Now, oh God, I'm not gonna say he backed out. Okay, as much as I don't like the dude, he had a significant injury in his knee.
Okay.
So it happens. We go to work. We do what we got to do. You get hurt on the job. Okay, whatever. Because I don't want to go in there and fight the dude, and then I beat him, and then it's not really a win because he's hurt. You know what I'm saying? So that happened, and then I hurt myself. We were gonna fight on combat night. I beat Nicholas Abello. Shout out to him. He just won at Lelio Code 2 weeks ago. But I have what's called a slap tear in my shoulder that I tore in that fight against Abello. And like a year later, me and Dillon were gonna fight on that. And I hurt myself training. So I re-injured my shoulder. So of course I had to, back out of that,
Right.
because of my. And then that's when recently in March we ended up fighting, and then the result happened.
How's your shoulder feeling now?
Oh, to be honest with you, I heard it 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I was supposed to fight Raymond Pell. Shout out to him. I know he's upset, but you know what though? It happens, man. It happens to him. But now I feel a little better, and I will be ready in 2 weeks.
So I understand that there was a brawl after the first match in the parking lot with like family members involved.
Oh yeah.
What can you tell me about that?
Oh yeah, like even after the fight, Dillon was screaming at my family, but he's got to stop that, man. You lost, just quit. But no, like his people started trouble with my people and my team. It was just very unprofessional. You know what I'm saying? You lost, take it like a man and move on. But now he keeps running his mouth, Lewis, and I got to do what I got to do again. But my uncle ended up getting kicked out of the whole fight. They wouldn't let him stay, which is messed up, so I got a problem with that staff, but hey, rules are rules though.
Did you ask for him specifically when Imperial XL offered it?
Yes, I wanted him because rumors were going around that he was, that him and his team were running his mouth about my gym. And I believe it because certain things that were said, something that he would say. So I was like, you know what? Let's do it. So
yeah. What kind of things were they saying?
Oh man, he was like, "Oh yeah, well, if I would have knew that you were going to the ground, I would have trained harder for that. You're a bitch. You're a pussy. You're all that." It's just, Lewis, this guy. I've been dealing with this guy for so long. He's nothing but a bum, man. He's a bum.
You think that this second victory is really going to shut him up for good? Then
I hope so, because now I'm taking it to 100% extreme this time. Now, like you're gonna see at weigh-ins that I'm not playing with this dude. I'm going to get up in his face and I'm going to shove him. I might even slap him. Who knows?
All right. Yeah. Well, try to save it for the cage.
Oh, yeah. I know.
So let's say he does win this match.
Okay.
Would you give him some more respect and possibly go into
Never will give this man respect. Never will give this man respect. This dude is nothing but a scrub. Okay. Yeah. His fight against Thomas Moores. Nothing against Thomas Moores, but Thomas Moores was injured in that match. Okay. Dillon, he picks and chooses. He's a rat. Yeah. He's a great fucking rat, my man.
Yeah. You said some things about his gym, so you don't respect his gym either?
Fuck him and his gym. Okay. They nothing against Bryson. Bryson's my boy. Okay. Because Bryson cornered me actually against Abello. But everybody else, fuck them, Lewis. They're a bunch of rats too as well.
Okay. So if Dillon was on this stream right now, what would you want to tell him?
He's a fucking cunt. Okay. He's a rat. He better not. Listen, Lewis. Okay, he's gonna lose inside one round again. You know what? The fans that listen, Lewis. After the fight, I got so many pictures and autographs. It's not even funny at Muscle Fighting Championship. I am well loved. My nickname is Hollywood for a reason. Okay, I am the face of the sport. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. Mitchell Chamali. I think that's what his last name is. Like. I'm going to be the face of his pro events next after this fight. I might even go pro after this fight. Without a doubt, you will see me in the Contender Series soon. In the next 2 years, mark my words.
That'd be exciting. I'd love to see it.
Dillon is not ready for me again. He can say, "Oh yeah, you're this, you're that." I've heard it all for 4 years, and you get beat in the middle in the first round. Get out of here, you're a rat.
All right. Well, actually, Dillon connected with me before this interview, and he did say that he wanted to tell his side of the story on it.
What did he
Um,
say?
so let's see.
You don't want to miss part 2 of this video, in which Dillon Blaydon takes on Nick Narciso's Smack Talk.